Before we talk about Shohei Ohtani making history and recapping all of the games from the final day of the regular season, I have to show one of the coolest moments of the season. Stephen Vogt, a three-time All-Star, he is retiring after this game. He smoked a home run in his final career at bat. That's why we love baseball. Such a cool moment. What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB Recap, the final regular season recap of the season. But don't go anywhere. Make sure you guys subscribe because we're going to be talking about all of the playoff baseball and other content here soon. But 2022 is officially over if we're talking about the regular season. We saw milestones of Miggy getting to 3,000 base hits. The Machine, Albert Pujols, hit his 700th home run, and Aaron Judge, obviously, a few days ago passed Roger Maris Jr. for the home run crown of any American League player with 62 home runs. What a season. Also, I just want to say the word of today is going to be ever, because so many freaks made history or accomplished something that we haven't seen in a while. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all of the madness from yesterday. Now, we do have to talk about some winners. Aaron Judge, unfortunately, will not be the Triple Crown winner, and that's because Mr. Luis Arraez stole the batting title. Okay, I won't say stole, because Luis Arraez is one of the best contact hitters of our generation. So he hit 315 after the Twins beat the White Sox, and then Jeff McNeil and the Mets, they beat the Nationals. So Jeff secures, and barely by the way, the batting title in the National League with a 326 batting average while playing great defense. So again, the last Triple Crown was in 2012, courtesy of Miguel Cabrera. Aaron Judge, he doesn't win it, but shout out to Luis Arraez and Jeff McNeil for being batting gods. Now, the crazy part about Jeff McNeil winning is that Freddie Freeman needed to go 4 for 4 if he was going to win the batting title over Jeff. He went 3 for 4 with a home run, so he had a 325 batting average. He lost by .001 in the batting average department, but he did lead the league in hits with 199, 5 more than the second place guy, his teammate Trey Turner. That is the first time that two teammates both led the league in hits. I think the last time was Ichiro and Brett Boone, the brother of Aaron. They did that back in the day. I don't remember the exact year though. Now, just in case you guys were curious, I'm going to go ahead and show the rest of the league leaders. Obviously, Aaron Judge led in most of the offensive categories. You see John Birdie, he set the table with 41 stolen bases, so he was number 1 in that department. If we're talking about pitchers, Justin Verlander, he led the way with a 1.75 ERA at the ripe age of 39 years old. Garrett Cole had 257 strikeouts, and there's Emmanuel Clase with 41 saves. I still can't believe we got him from the Rangers for what? They got 1 inning of Corey Kluber? It's crazy. Now, before we talk about Ohtani making history, because we brought up Ichiro, I want to talk about a fellow Mariner rookie, and that is J-Rod. One of the most mind-bending seasons by a 21-year-old ever. His 28 home runs is the most ever, I told you I was going to say that word a lot, by a Seattle rookie, which is crazy because Seattle rookies include Ken Griffey Jr. and Alex Rodriguez, both power superstars. They both had 600 plus home runs, I believe. Either way, J-Rod, he used his top 3% sprint speed to steal 25 bags, and he finished with 7 outs above average on defense, which means he was top 8% in defense as well. Simply put, we just witnessed one of the greatest rookie seasons ever. Now, another fun rookie stat before we talk about Shohei Ohtani. Steven Kwan of the Guardians, he became the first rookie since 2007 to have more walks than strikeouts. So he had 62 walks, 60 strikeouts, and again, the last rookie to do it was Dustin Pedroia when he won Rookie of the Year, I think MVP in the same season. Or no, wait, was it Ichiro who did that? I can't remember. All right, enough wasting time and making you guys wait for the Ohtani news. So he made history yet again. He became the first player ever, there it is again, to qualify as a league leader in both hitting and pitching. So you need 502 plate appearances to qualify as a hitter and 162 innings as a starting pitcher to qualify as a pitcher. All that means he's the only human to ever qualify as both. He was top 4 in OPS plus as a hitter and top 4 in ERA plus as a pitcher. That is stupid. Again, if any year was going to be a co-MVP year, it's 2022 with Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. I still believe that Judge is the front runner because the Yankees finished in first place, but Ohtani, we're never going to see this again unless he does it again. You know what else is stupid? Mike Trout hit the furthest home run of his career. So he has 40 home runs. That one went 490 feet. So he has 40, even though he missed 42 games, he would have been on pace for 50 plus had he not hurt his back/rib area. So Mike Trout has an insane 7 WAR because of his all-time sick offensive tools, but he also has 3 outs above average in center field, which means he's playing above average defense. When he's healthy, I'm saying this right now, he's still the guy. So that pretty much does it for all of the crazy news from the final game, game 162 across the league. Now let's talk about the rest of the games from yesterday. Let's go ahead and chat about the Guardians and the Rays games first because they're playing at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. I will be live and I'm going to be reacting to that with you guys on the channel. So Cleveland, they won 9-2. Josh Naylor had 3 RBIs, J-Ram had 4 hits, and Aaron Savali looked ready for the playoffs. 9 strikeouts in just under 6 innings. So let's see what the Rays did because obviously they're facing off. They lost their 5th game in a row, which I do not like because as a Guardians fan, I know that means the Tampa Bay Rays are due, and the Rays are always monsters in the playoffs, just like the Astros. Xander Bogaerts, he was taken out of this game to a standing ovation. He's going to get a large helping of Benjamins this offseason because he has a 133 OPS plus since 2018. He's now a free agent. If he does leave, they'll probably use Trevor Story at shortstop and Jeter Downs at second base, but my hope is they re-sign Xander Bogaerts. Now, of course, that's going to be happening in the offseason, and staying with the offseason, I believe that the Giants have to do much better because they finished 81-81 after beating up on the Padres. So, again, they finished 500, which is decent, but very underwhelming. I was expecting them to make the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. Apparently, though, they have their sights on this fella right here, Aaron Judge. Yes, he's going to get $350+ million, and the Giants, they have the capital to do so. 2 bad teams that could be good teams in 2023, the Diamondbacks and the Marlins. Josh Rojas and Corbin Carroll, they go back-to-back, and I can't wait to see what Arizona does in the offseason. They have to spend some dough, trust the rookies, and stay healthy, and the exact same thing goes for the Marlins, who won in a slugfest against the Braves. So Jazz Chisholm and Sixto Sanchez are going to be the 2 key pieces going into 2023. So Miami will be a 500 team if those young studs stay healthy, but if they can get Max Meyer back, Yuri Perez, if they can sign a power bat, I mean, Avi Garcia, I'm not going to lie, he straight up stole money from them. So at least they were trying last year, but it didn't work out because of health. The Chicago Cubs sent the Cincinnati Reds to the Shadow Realm yesterday, spanking them 15-2 and sending Cincinnati to their first 100-loss season in 4 decades. I believe it was 41 years ago. It was the last year in which they had that many losses in a single season, so that is a yikes for me. Terran Fabra, he won game number 1 for the Orioles with a 3-run shot. That is the first career home run for Terran, but the Toronto Blue Jays, they answered back in game number 2 as the Jays, they finished 22 games over 500, while the Baltimore Orioles, they kind of shocked the world going 83-78. So Toronto was 11th in payroll. The Orioles were 29th, so second to last. So if we're talking about ceilings, the Baltimore Orioles, they're just getting started, and they're going to be even better next year, borderline elite if they hit on some free agents. Maybe Carlos Correa, maybe Jacob deGrom. I mean, Jacob deGrom can opt out and go elsewhere. That can happen. The Yankees failed to reach 100 wins on the season after losing 4-2 to the Rangers, but still a very good season nonetheless. Corey Seeger of the Rangers and Marcus Simeon, they both had decent seasons in their first year in Texas. Seeger had 33 home runs and Simeon almost had a 30-30 season. The Rangers, they got to work out that pitching staff. They scored the 12th most in baseball as an offense, but they gave up the 8th most as a pitching staff. I mean, they do have some youngsters that could make some noise, but I don't know. They need other pitchers in my opinion. The Astros overtook the Yankees a few weeks ago for the top team in the AL, and they never looked back. They beat the Phillies yesterday for an AL best 106 wins. Framber tossed another quality start. He led baseball in that department. 10 strikeouts, 2 hits over 5 shutouts. They took him out in the 5th inning to preserve his arm going into the postseason. He had a 2.82 ERA. Now, last but not least, we're going to talk about the Pirates, and I want it to be nice because they won the final game of the season, but they finished bottom 5 in both offense and pitching. So my final synopsis of the Pirates: sell the team, spend some money, please, for the love of God. So before we show the final web gems of the regular season, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for your support on MLB Recap. This is our 4th year doing it, so I can't wait to make it year number 5. Make sure you guys subscribe and stick around. But again, this would not be possible without you guys supporting the series day in and day out. So I appreciate all the comments saying you watch at lunch or you watch at work or with your family. It means a lot to me, so you guys rock. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for game number 1, Tampa Bay versus Cleveland, live on the channel. We're going to watch the whole game. See you there.
Line drive right center field. Garrett Mitchell moving over. Mitchell dives and he got it. Arcia out toward shallow center and making.
Who's got this? Wilmer Flores. The flip. They got him. This is a second baseman flipping to a shortstop.
Enjoy and hopefully see plays like that. Romy Gonzalez whistles it to first.
His fault, so oh, that's a nice hit.
At the wall, he made the catch.
fouls it down.